working with a credit union right now on delivering sales training, and topic came up in a meeting a few days ago that I keep replaying in my head, and it was this idea of cross selling, and the idea that we should expect our people to cross sell, or should we? I'm going to propose it to you a couple different ways just for you to think about it and talk about it with your teams. Number one, put yourself in the member's shoes, okay? I come in, I have a need. My mindset is 100% focused on you solving that need and satisfying it and helping me leave, with a smile and feeling like, hey, they took care of me, I'm good now, okay? If I'm in that singular mindset of satisfying my need, and you all of a sudden start to cross-sell me something out of left field, many people, and I would argue most people, are going to say, I'm not ready to talk about that. So that is a totally unrealistic expectation, and I think it could also be corrosive to the trust that you've built with that member by solving their need, okay? You'd be far better off solving their need, letting them go on their way, and then in a follow-up, talk to them about that other product or service. All right, here's the second point, and that is that I would hope that when one of your employees is helping a member, let's say opening a checking account, that they also provide to that member, based on what they learned in their conversation with that member, that they need a debit card and online banking and the mobile app, okay? But to me, those aren't cross-sells. That's a package. That's something that every member should have, whether they've had it before or not. They should get that package. Now, again, in our conversation, if we learn that the members had that before, well, then let's talk about how our product might be a little bit different and introduce them to that. If they haven't had it before, great, here's an education opportunity. Let me show you how to download the app, and how to sign in to online banking, etc. Let me show you that. Let me educate you, okay? But that's a package. That's not a cross-sell, and that to me is table stakes. If you're talking about the expectation for your employees, they should be doing that 100% of the time. So again, it's table stakes. All right, here's the third part of it. I've learned over the 25 years that I've been in sales in financial services, and the last 12 to 13 years of that time working specifically with credit unions, the best sales, and especially the best cross sales, don't occur at the time that the member is sitting at your desk. The best cross sales occur in your follow-up and your follow-through efforts. So back to my first scenario where I come in to do one thing and all of a sudden you recommend something out of left field. Well, okay, maybe if that happened, you planted a seed, and now we have to follow up to cultivate that seed. We have to reach out to the member and say, hey, remember we talked about that home equity special that we have going on, just in case you were interested in home equities. Well, yeah, hey, you know what, I am. Now that it's been 2 weeks and I've had some time to really get to use the checking account and the products and services associated with it, and I really like your credit union. Yeah, let's talk about that home equity, okay? But think about what has to happen, what has to be put in place in order for you to cultivate that seed. Well, we need to have process. We need to have discipline. We have to have an expectation to follow up. if I plant a seed in a member's mind about an additional product or service, a way that we can deepen our relationship with them and make them, really value us even more, that better be a priority of mine going forward. I better not use the excuse, I don't have time to follow up on that, I'm too busy. Well, okay, if that's true, then we've got other issues we have to deal with. But maybe it's a marketing effort to follow up, or maybe it's somebody else on the team is following up. Ideally, the person who plants the seed should follow up. But if that means it's not going to happen, well, then let's have plan B, C, and D to make sure that somehow, some way, we follow up and we cultivate that seed that we planted. So the key takeaway today, I think, is look really long and hard at your whole concept, your whole thought process around cross-selling. Is it really just selling a package, or is it planting a seed and then cultivating it in the coming days, weeks, maybe even months, so that that member really benefits from their relationship with your credit union?